Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is a talkie show, but I have to adjust my mic. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, 2020. Oh my goodness, it's already Thursday? What? How? How is that a thing? I'm so uncertain how that is a thing. So starting up the stream today, yeah, so I recorded a video yesterday, which meant that my output was set to 1080p. I recorded my monthly update vlog that will go live later today. Thank you, YouTube, for emailing me and telling me that I am in fact live. So I just did an experiment live. Hey, live experimentation. So as it turns out, I was able to start streaming at a higher bitrate and lower resolution without having to completely redo the event. However, YouTube is telling me it was complaining like, "Hey, you're streaming at 720p. That's not optimal. You were 1080. Now you're 720. What's going on?" And now it says excellent connection. But anyway, hello and welcome to the stream today. Why did that not tell me? There it goes. Okay, there's actually a delay on my backend chat versus my Streamlabs chat. That's interesting. But yeah, anyway, I am streaming in 720p at 3000 kilobits today instead of 2500. I can see that I have 35 dropped frames thus far when making that change, so we'll see how that goes going forward. I know last stream at 2500, no drop frames whatsoever for the pretty much the entirety of the stream. Just like a couple during the early phases. So I'm hoping that it stays at like 35 for the rest of the stream, or low percentage, less than 1% ideally, for the everything, and that'll probably be what we stick to for the streams going forward. I need coffee. Okay. So as I said, I recorded the monthly update vlog yesterday that will go live later today around 5-ish. It really does depend on how long it takes to upload the video. I actually did editing this time. Yay! When I talked about my YouTube stats in the video, I ended up putting up some graphic information, just pictures from my studio information for the month of November. The views, the watch time, and the subscribers. That's all there for you to see, and a few other things got added on later on when I was talking about other topics. But anyway, that is that. What else do I have to say from these past couple of days? Not really all that much, to be completely honest. I'm still trying to decide what will come next for the pre-recorded content now that Factorio is starting to wind down, and it will end on episode 80. I just don't know what exactly will be consistent content going forward beyond just doing additional tutorial videos at this point for various things. That is, I think, the plan for the moment. No actual separate series, but tutorials will be a thing. As for the content of said tutorials, I don't know. But what I do know is that I want to make them shorter and more to the point going forward. Just in general, with that form of content. And ideally, there will be more people who will watch those videos and stick with those videos for longer, and thus improve the algorithm's probability of showing others that content on searches and stuff. So, with all of that said, there is one thing to note, and that is if you are on my Discord server, which is linked below the video, and if you are a member, an erudite otaku member of the YouTube channel, and if you link your Discord to your YouTube through your user settings, connections, you will be able to have a cosmetic role on Discord. You can have your name separated out on the name list on Discord. That is now a thing that is enabled for my members. And the one Twitch subscriber who's still subscribed there for some reason, as well as my Patreon supporters. Now, if you are a Patreon supporter, that does take precedence over the YouTube membership for the cosmetic roles, so do bear that in mind. You will get the roles, all of the roles for all of the different ways that you were supporting, but in terms of the actual color of your name, the Patreon will take precedence over the others. So, with that, let's get into Space Angels, shall we? Let's get into this game of Factorio, because Factorio, I'm still running 1.0, and the reason I'm still running 1.0 is because Train's Supply Manager has yet to be updated for 1.1. Essentially every single other mod that I have in this series has been updated. I mean, Bot Recaller, the Robot Recaller one is one that I had actually modified myself to be compatible with 0.18, and it will still require another manual edit, so there's a few things that require manual edits. Shiny's graphics have not been updated to 1.1 yet. From what I could tell, I don't think there's anything of note that needs to change outside of just the one value on the info JSON file. But we shall see about that. But really, the big game-breaking thing that still needs to be updated would be Train Supply Manager, and it does require a bit more work for it to be updated than just one little change on one line saying, hey, load this in version 1.1. There's a bit more work that needs to be done, and it's because the developers added in 1.1 a whole way to prioritize stations. So they added a mechanic to train stations, and it's gonna screw up TSM for a little while until Lord KOTOR fixes it, or KOTOR, however the heck you say his name. He also made the Space Extension mod. So it's the same mod author who's done TSM and Space Extension, which I have here in this playthrough, and that also has not been updated for 1.1. So we'll probably get both of them around the same time, I would imagine, once that mod author updates their mods. Speaking of which, I need to update my mods for the Pi Suite still. I don't see there being any issue outside of just increasing the version that it's compatible with to 1.1. I think that's all you really need to do to get that to work. Specifically, I need to update the Productive Pyanodons mod. That is the one that I think people actually use, and it doesn't really do much outside of allowing things to use productivity. Anyway, what did we do last time, and what are we going to do today? Well, we need carbon. That is the first thing that we're going to do, and then we're going to continue working on what we were working on last time, which was getting into the various acids that I need to do leaching. That's what we need to do today. So, we ended up doing this shenaniganry with the hydrofluoric acid. mainly last time. That was a big part of it. Essentially converting the fluoric wastewater, making a bit more fluorine on top of that, prioritizing what comes out of the wastewater on the input here, converting it into hydrofluoric, and then having to deal with this, whatever it is, calcium sulfate stuff, and converting that into the sulfur gas, sulfur dioxide, and then having to deal with the lime through porous lime filters. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a way to deal with this without having any byproduct, being able to convert stuff into voidable fluids slash gases. In this case, it makes the lime is able to make the acid gas and the sulfuric wastewater that can each get voided in clarifiers and flare stacks, as well as the sulfur dioxide from the first item here. So everything can get voided. It's very, very nice. You don't have to deal with much, but you do have to do this, which is, a little annoying that you have to do that in the first place. But that's my hydrofluoric. Then there's all of this. All of this is hydrochloric acid with voiding of sodium hydroxide. It's not a finished thing yet because I sort of got a little bit distracted by the need for more carbon. I need all of the carbon. All of it ever. So I'm going to want some boilers. How many am I carrying around on the electric boilers? 20. That should be okay. And then I'm also carrying around a few liquefiers, so we can just go up to carbon and upgrade that right now. Also, techs are teching. I'm not concerned about techs. We are going to get everything. Oh, right, I didn't actually bring my car here. I left my car over here because I'm riding a train. Or a locomotive, technically. Let's head over this window. Let's head over to the carbon. And yes, I am able to place down a station that I can use for one of my personal trains like this. And just, if I have a station everywhere, at every factory, that is a parking spot for this. It makes it a little bit easier because then I can just search for the station on the list here. I can just assign it to all the stations on this list. However, I don't feel like doing that. That sounds like work to me. To do something like that, so just taking random text now. Sure, let's get those. Yeah, make sure alt mode is on. That would be great. You process carbon pretty quick too. Ah, I see. So the actual answer is I need an additional train. Loading up carbon. Carbon supply depot full cargo. Circuit condition. Go! It wants to do a what? Excuse me, but what? Oh. Oh. Heh heh. I didn't. Yeah. Hmm. it wasn't one of these. Whoopsies. Well, regardless, I do need to increase the actual production here. I don't think I need to touch the rotation. It'll automatically do that for me. So, by doing that, I now have... Laughable. Lots. 315. Oh joy. 8. AKA double it. There you go. That should be enough steam. My only concern is the inserters now. Okay, so do I get this belt upgraded to red to actually get the full 31.5? I think so. I actually have red belt now, so I may as well. I don't need to upgrade these as long as I have this. That should be good enough. Yep, that's good enough. So where's the other train? On its way. How much stuff are you holding? Nowhere near enough. There you go. That should have set the stuff properly. That should be good enough. I mean, that basically just doubled my carbon. I will need more coke to convert, though. I think? I think I'll need more coke. Where's coke? Yeah, about that. See, coke is... Where is coke, actually? I don't know. Coke. Here. Here is coke. That's backed up. I mean, it's still fine. The train is constantly operating, though, which means I probably have the same issue here as I did the carbon. This window. Let's go and have a look-see. Because I do have the upgraded crushers and such that I can use over there. But do I have the... I don't have the furnaces. I think I need to go to the mall, regardless. Whoops, that is not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. I'm probably requesting some of this that I'm getting rid of. Oh well. Yeah, I don't see furnaces here. I do see a bunch of stuff. It's just getting it out to the everything that is going to be the issue here. I'm actually going to hold up on getting this train moving until the guy returns here. It's on its way. Just because I want to see how much stuff the cargo wagons are holding at a time, what I've limited it to. Yep, that explains a lot. And it allows me to just copy over the schedule really easily. Okay, that will help, but I will lose stuff here. I will be consuming my buffer now more easily until I can get these guys upgraded / added. Oh, really? So you're saying you can be a red belt, huh? Sure. I have to laugh that I already have another belt here. So there's 30. Yeah, that's a bit of coal. One of these makes 2, or makes 4, and one of these converts the 4 into 4. So that is a perfect ratio, and I don't have an... Or do I? Do I have an upgraded metal mixing furnace? And is it still the same crafting speed as the level 3? No, there's no, like, level 3 thing outside of the electric, and that would have the same crafting speed, I would imagine. But I can make it! And I don't lose the little bit out of the stuff there, so there is something that I do want to do here. That is shocking. Alright, let's go back to the mall then, because I want to set up those electric furnaces. And start using those electric furnaces. Oh, right, I have to wait for this guy. There it goes. And there we go. That's one of the issues of that particular type of train station. I have to wait for the other guys to load. We've got quite a few trains in this base. We have a little bit of a base at this point, just in case you hadn't noticed thus far, as we've been going day by day here, stream by stream, 3-hour blocks by 3-hour blocks. We have been steadily expanding, and I still need more. I still need more of the everything, and we still don't have any revealed gas wells. Yeah. My leaching is going to be over here. Just going to extend this line out, do another 6 things for leaching, probably able to connect up over here as well to science. Give them another route to take. Maybe, I don't know. What else will I need to do? I will need to expand mining on Givelite. I will need to expand mining on Sapphirite. I'll just need to expand mining in general. And I'm pretty sure... Why do I keep disabling alt mode? I don't know. I don't know how it's even happening. Let's see. The furnaces. There's actually a use for the electric metal mixing furnaces. Wherever they are. There's one. That upgrades the electric furnace. That's an electric chemical furnace. Electric chemical furnace from electric furnace. Electric furnace from electric chemical. Okay. Electric furnace from electric metal. But where's the Ah, here. That's the one I want. Ideally. Bring me stuff. Of course it's steel. You know, of course it's steel, and that's one of the most limiting things that I currently have in my entire base. Here, have a few units of steel. And what about the circuits? I've got plenty of the circuit boards. That much is fine. Are those the... Oh, it's just the frames. I'm okay with stealing some steel from some of this stuff. What else? What else has steel that I can steal? There you go. Hey, they actually brought steel. Wow. I have made 1! 2! Note that the entire thing about these is that they are ever so slightly better in that they aren't going to consume a solid fuel that I want to use as something else. Better for this particular case, where I am making coke through this furnace recipe, so that it's not going to lose any more of the crushed coal in that process, because it's trying to use it as a fuel. It'll use electricity instead, which, that might be its own problem going forward. I'm going to actually grab a few of the level 2 crushers in the meantime. And let's see, what can I get rid of? Just those things, I think, to make the room for it. I can get rid of a few other things, I think, from this inventory. I have that request in. I can get rid of it. And I can get rid of the yellows. Now there's 0 point yellows now that I have reds-ish. Now that I have somewhat addressed, alright, 24 I think is gonna be enough for this initial expansion. To coke. Now that we've done carbon, we can work on coke and then go to hydrochloric, and then we can do nitric. And after nitric will be the actual leaching. We can do leaching at that point. Wrong map. This map. Go. Go here. Actually, because there's no other reason for that to exist. There's no other train that's going to be going through that station ever. Hello? Go. Well, how's everyone doing on this wonderful and glorious Thursday? I know I am tired. I have been feeling tired a lot lately. It's also been cold. Yeah, last night we got just under freezing temperatures. Oh boy, that was great. I think it's the first time in our area this year we've had below freezing as the low, and it is December, but still. It's not winter yet. It's technically not winter yet. Yeah, we need to make this better. We need more. Glorious more, MOAR. And I'm gonna use this line. Okay. I need to change these to the electric furnaces. And fortunately, there is enough spacing. I need to move this by 2 tiles. I need to delete the everything. And then I can place down these electric furnaces. Looks like I was still off a tile. Alright, you are making coke. There you go. Oh, I know why it keeps getting rid of alt mode. It's because when I go into my train vehicle, I keep pushing alt. Have I seen The Mandalorian? I've just seen The Mandalorian. As in, I just watched it, Season 1 and what exists of Season 2 over Thanksgiving. With the family here. So, yes, recently I have watched. That is not the correct belt. Whoopsies. Like, that's not right. I haven't done the thing yet with this. Okay, let's all distractions. Distractions! Getting ahead of me. I will need to upgrade all that to that. Yes, that works. It was good. I enjoyed The Mandalorian. For reference, I very much enjoyed it. Oh, I have no idea about the spelling of the child's name. I have no idea on the spelling. The official spelling. What will be interesting over time... Oh, really? There. Why did that... Oh, it's the upgrade thing, I think. Failed. It'll be interesting to see if the merchandise starts reflecting the name of the character. Because up to this point, the merchandise has been the child, but now that they've quote unquote revealed the name, makes me think. Makes me wonder, because that's a big plot point. How long will it take? Well, that is that, I guess. These should look the same. Why do these not look the same? Like, there shouldn't really be a difference in... Oh, I think I know why. It's because this is all yellow. Let's fix that, shall we? Oh yeah, that's a thing. I need to check. Hello! Welcome, Abe. I think something may have gone... Okay, we look the same now. Hey! There we go. It's the same between these two things. So now I've got 16. So 64 coke per second. Hey, there we go. Good. That's much better. Much betterer amounts of stuff. Alright. That being that, now I can go down and finish hydrochloric. I guess. Do I even have all the things I need for that? I don't know. But we're going there anyway. If I need to go to the mall again, I'll go to the mall again. Because I think this is just a matter of powering it up at this point, getting this voided. Oh, there's a pipe in the way. Oops. And then we're done. I went to the mall to pick up... Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. To pick up the electrolyzer electrodes, and I did just that. So now that we've done it, we're good to go. Yay! Huzzah, huzzy, hazoo. A reminder for everyone who is a member of the channel as well as a patron on Patreon that you can connect your Patreon and your YouTube to the Discord server, to your account on Discord, and you can get cosmetic rolls on my Discord for being a member of the channel and for being a patron on Patreon. Yay! It's good stuffs. It's good stuffs if you've hit that great big blue join button down below the video. Your name will be, I forget the color, I think it's green that I set it to. Glorious green name on my Discord. And if you didn't know, I have a Discord. The link is also below the video. Like, there's that too. It's actually been pretty nice. I've been seeing at least one person joining a day on the Discord so far. It's been neat. Okay, the real question is, how much of this stuff needs to get voided? Ooh, that's a great question. I hope 2 is going to be enough. I don't have rampant. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do I have rampant? I don't have rampant. Techs! So many techs. Like, I don't even have that mod. Yeah, that mod is not a thing. I don't have rampant. There might be a UI element you're thinking of. I don't have it. One thing you don't get is item. Well, I can't do anything with the crushed coal for one, besides put it into the thingies. It says I do in the thing that says what mods I have. What? You mean my website stream schedule page? Do you mean my website stream schedule page? Exclamation mods, if that even is working right now. That page? Because there's... Rampant's not on the list for Space Angels. There's no Rampant there. There's Renamer. There's the Renamer mod. There's no Rampant. Not in any of the mods that I have done. Ever. Not in any playthrough have I ever had Rampant. And it is not listed on my mod lists anywhere. I have Renamer. You are confusing something. I've had Bob's enemies on some other stuff. and not actually had the stuff for the enemies enabled. I've not played with stuff. It was a while ago. No, it was not. I have never had rampant listed on my page for it. Never, never, ever have I had rampant. And if it was somehow listed and I got rid of it, I got rid of it because it wasn't there in the first place and was listed by mistake as a thing. My brain not working right. Yeah, I have not played with biters on any of my content at all. So there's some power. I need that clarifier clarifying. How are we looking? Ah, yes, the excess hydrogen needs demolition, and the chlorine needs to be connected. I'm still going to end up with excess hydrogen. I'm pretty sure, so that needs its own overflow flare stacks. And power. Alright, we are making all of the things that I want to make. It's beautiful, but this needs the cathodes and or the electrodes, excuse me. There is a difference. Pretty major difference. And ooh, that's a good point. I want to prioritize, don't I? This? Converting the chloric wastewater? I would think I would want to prioritize the chloric wastewater here getting processed, and in order to actually do that, I need... what do I need? How do I need to do this? Underflow valve. I need an underflow valve. I'm not making any underflow valves, and I don't have the stuff to just craft one, don't I? I have overflows, but I need a top-up. That's what Angels calls the underflow valve. It calls it the top-up valve. Allows flow if the output side is below 80%. You can detect an accent if there is one. I would love to know. Because I am in southeastern Virginia, but I did spend 5 years of my early life in Maine. And I spent my first 2-ish years, 3 years of life in California. So we've got 3 years of early life learning English in California, followed by Maine, southern Maine, followed by Virginia, southeastern Virginia. So if I have any accent, it would be some amalgamation of New England and this southern twang-ish. Not like deep south though. Oh no. I can't. That would hurt me. Alright, robots. And I have infinite storage. in my mall. Don't you worry. My mall is infinite storage. I don't care about getting rid of stuff in my mall rather than throwing things into the bulk rail loaders, unloaders. Oftentimes my bulk rail loaders and unloaders, by the way, are full already, and I have to trash slot anyway. That's another key factor here. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't realize those were full. Oh hey, it would be nice to probably limit this chest a bit. A bit. So I need a top-up valve. Let's keep those limited. May as well set up the no return. As well as the... I don't need the converter. This converts fluids to Angel's fluids. Like, if you somehow have made a Bob's fluid. Or this says base game fluids to Angel's mod fluids. So if you somehow have, like, a vanilla oil, like, resource. If you somehow have a vanilla oil resource that is giving you vanilla oil rather than the multi-phase oil here, it will allow you to convert to multi-phase oil. That is a thing, but I don't have anything giving me, like, base vanilla stuff, so that shouldn't be required ever. Okay, what am I trying to find? Gas wells. I'm trying to find gas wells all the time, everywhere. I might just extend this out a bit, just like go outwards, onwards and outwards, and put a radar down somewhere out there. Reveal the map. Must reveal more map. I need wells. All right, I need those. Probably should keep them on a request. Where do they go? Uh-oh. Where did they go now? Where did they go? There. Hi. Just keep it as a request. Locomotive. Oh, I brought my car. What? Why did I bring my car? I literally autopiloted getting into my car and driving to my mall instead of using my train. Locomotive. It's not a train. It's a locomotive. The train is the entire unit with the locomotive and wagons. Or more specifically, it's actually just the wagons behind the locomotive. That's the train. Think of the train on a wedding dress. It is the dragged part. Excuse me. Trees. The enemy must die. Anyway, stuff, things, random trivia. Did you know that if I got artillery, I can easily expand train tracks? I get that, yes, artillery reveals the map when you shoot artillery. But there's not going to be a need for it because I reveal everything. I will be revealing the map with radars. It is just fine the way it is. Now, I can see how some mods would use that mechanic to automate the production of a base. Like have a train with like scripted automatic placing of rails down and just shooting ahead and putting down the blueprints and just building the rails just straight. Have I ever done the survive a hit of 1,000 damage on a train? No. I have not gotten that achievement. In fact, what have I gotten for achievements? Close that. What have I gotten? I have gotten these as achievements. Ish. Like these are the things that I have. I have not done the other stuff. I have not survived a hit of 500, let alone survived a thingy by a train. I don't play vanilla much to even have achievements in the first place. Steam achievements only are active when you don't have mods enabled at all. It's dumb. I hate it. You don't... Oh, right. Yeah, you're not seeing the Steam overlay. Right. Why? It's supposed to be capturing the... Oh, what? Properties? Oh, there you go. Right. There's a check mark. There's a check mark. So it's... These are the ones that I have. All the easy ones. And this one, which I actually worked and got. And I did this thing for the fish, and yeah. I don't play vanilla all that much. Yeah, I have 3,000 hours in the game, and I've played through vanilla game twice. I have beaten the vanilla game 2 times. Total. I have beaten Angels like 3 times with Space Extension. And I have beaten the Pie Suite twice. Completely. And I have, at this point now, beaten Factorio once. This will be my 4th time on Angels with Space Extension. I have beaten mods more times than I have beaten the base game. Oh yeah, I need like... Oh, I have done so. Cool. I have done this thing. There you go. You have 268.4 hours? Yeah, you're pretty new to the game. You're fairly new. You'll know a lot more once you get up over 1,000 hours. Then you'll be an intermediate player. Cough cough. Ah. Can you reach? Yes, you can reach. Good. Good. So much with mods is just straight up better compared to vanilla. There's so many quality of life things that I really can't live without anymore. I will note that I beat the Pie Suite the first time without having Hell mod. either. So when I first was playing, I didn't actually start using a factory planning tool like Hellmod uh, until relatively recently. Actually, it was relatively recently that I started using this, and I'm like, I should have been using this from the start. It does the math for me. I would do the math by hand with the calculator, but still notes and formulas and all that, but all by hand. Doing the math for trying to figure out ratios of stuff in the pie suite with the ore refining processes at chemical science. It was annoying. Doing step by step the various ratios of all the buildings to the next thingies. So, yeah. Oh, and I also watched a lot of content on how to play the game beforehand as well. I did that a lot. Okay, the non-return valve, the whole point, or the top-up valve, excuse me. That's important. And what's also important is that this needs to go down a tile. Ugh, but I also want... Okay. Ta-da! Did I place the top-up valve? I have now placed the top-up valve. Okay. That is that. So now, the way that this works is that the chlorine that is being produced out of processing the chloric wastewater into the salt is that it is being preferentially used to produce this stuff. But that's also a problem, because now I need the hydrogen as well. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is perpetual, is it not? So... it's dumb, but I can keep it moving by voiding excess. So dumb. Did I have a look at the mod manual? I haven't downloaded it yet. I know about the manual inventory sorting thing. I have looked at it. I have not added it yet. I can do that at any point. I did load up the mod page and had a look. It seems good. Also, you go in there. I keep my character inventory sorted all, like, enough. It's the automatic sorting. I just wish that the automatic sorting that the game gives you for your character inventory also could be applied to the inventory in the car. You know? As well as in the, in wagons for trains and in storage chests and all of that. I wish that was a thing that would happen, but it doesn't for some reason. There's got to be a better way. If all I want is hydrogen. product of, yeah, dirty water electrolysis. I don't really want that. I would rather the... I mean, I'm making a lot of pure water, right? Ahem. How many of these do I have? Enough. Like, I'm making excessive pure water, right? So I can do this, take in some of this pure water, and instead of, like, voiding chlorine there, what I can do out of this is void oxygen. And top up valve the hydrogen. There you go. Ish. Buh. Right. One more tile there, buddy, so I can do that. There you go. Now I don't need to do this shenaniganry. I can just always have the hydrogen that I need with this behind the top-up valve. And now I'm voiding oxygen, which is really, really easy. And I should still be making more than enough water, pure water, out of this. So by doing this out of pure water, I don't have to deal with slag. That's the main thing. Even though it's easy to deal with slag, it's also, I'm overproducing on the pure water, so why not use it? Cool. That's done. Ish. I think. I think it's done. Oh my goodness. So, chlorine. How you doing? How are you doing, chlorine? Ooh, this is actually making more purified water than I have voiding. Where are you going? Oh, to the main. What? Oh. Here, just do that. Just void excessive amounts. Yeah. Actually, if I do it that way, I don't have to have that connected there, because then it all gets overflowed into this way, and the amount of pure water out of these can get used for the stuff down here. Okay. As long as I have chloric wastewater, anyway, it should be fine. Should always have chloric wastewater. Alright, next. Get rid of that wood. Locoest of the locomotives. Oh joy. Oh bliss. So this is clearly not going to completely fill these things up. Ever. And I need to do names and station, like all the station names. So supply chlorine 1, supply HCl 1, supply hydrochloric acid 1. Hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid. They're both HCl, but this one's in aqueous solution. That's only difference. Gas, aqueous solution. Now I need the depots for these things. D-chlorine 1, DHCl 1, and dihydrochloric acid 1. Oh. Right. Right, because I needed the ferric chloride solution. I already have hydrogen chloride getting provided on my network along with a bit of excess chlorine. So this is not 1, but 2. Well, alrighty then. Same up here. This is not 1, but 2. On both of these. Now, I didn't have the acid yet, so I'm still glad I did this. Because this is my primary production for these areas. Supply to depot. Fluid count on hydrochloric, wherever that is living. Hello, hydrochloric needs to be greater than or equal to, I don't know, 15,000 units. And then circuit condition. Go. Similarly with you, even though you are full. HCl 2 fluid count hydrogen chloride greater than or equal to, let's say 20,000. That's 1/2 of 1 tank. Go do your thing. And you chlorine, supply, depot, fluid count of chlorine. Let's say 10,000 on you, a little bit lower. So many trains, so many trains. Then I need to define the sourcing priorities. Now, ideally, I already have chlorine 1 and HCl 1, so I just need to add chlorine 2 to this. And the way that this will work is it will actually prioritize chlorine 1 first, which is my excess, my byproduct chlorine, so I can make sure that I use my byproduct before my primary, which is actually what I would like to do, right? You wanna try to make use of what I've provided as a byproduct. Same with the HCl. Or I say byproduct, but secondary production area. And then hydrochloric acid is going to be right here. Ta-da! We are done with hydrochloric. Yay! That is the end of that. Next. Right next door. I'm just gonna take the locomotive next door, even though the car's still here. I'm gonna take this over, gonna build the tracks down here, place the tracks. Thank you, tracks. This will be nitric. Glorious nitric, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, that's, how much rail we got? Let's not forget that I have a huge desire, shall we say, for finding some glorious stuff known as gas wells. And you know what? As long as I've got big power poles, we can just make this line go straight out. We don't need the actual rail. Just as long as we've got power, we can just walk right on out here, all the way, and then put down a radar somewhere out here, wherever the power poles will take me. Yes, I get that this is dumb without actually using my car, but I'll live with the consequences of the walk back. And that is that. Radar. Do your thing. Please, gas wells, be somewhere in this immediate vicinity. Nope. There's a rubite of 9.5 billion units of rubite. Alright. Fine. Be that way, game. Be that way. It'll do its thing. Excuse me? Scan. Scan. There you go. Scan. Like, please. Scan the everything. It will scan a much larger area around it. It just is going to take time. Hopefully somewhere within this scanning radius it will find gas wells. Off we go, back to nitric. Nitric, okay. Let's see, have I done any plan regarding nitric acid? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's straightforward. Pretty sure it's a straightforward thing. Oh, right, no, I did do this. I know I did. I looked at this. Where? Which thingy did I do the thingy at? Was it in you? Sorta. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right. Green. Right. I can't do nitric until I do the ore sorting for silver out of givelite, crotinium, and bobmonium, which are the other three acids. The givelite is the hydrochloric, the crotinium, or the givrolite's the hydrofluoric, the crotinium's the hydrochloric, and bobmonium is sulfuric. Because I'm going to want to do the ammonia required for the nitric acid out of the nitrogen dioxide method. I'm going to want to do that with the green catalyst method. So green catalysts are going to require its silver and aluminium ore, something like that. I've got one of those. I just need the silver, and silver ore sorting is going to require hybrid catalysts as well as these three things here. So leaching for 3. The chunks of crotinium are not used in any individual ore sorting. Crystals are, so I know that I have a huge buffer of the chunks to make the crystals. That also means that all of that wastewater from the flotation of crotinium can directly get used in the leaching process for these crystals. The bobmonium is just sulfuric acid. I've got plenty of sulfuric acid and the ability to make as much as I ever could desire. And we have now finished our hydrochloric acid production. So really, all I need is hybrid catalysts being produced somewhere. Anywhere I desire. And that's silver ore. And all I need is the ore. I don't really need the silver plates yet. So just a setup to bring those 3 things in after doing the leaching of these 3 things. Alright, next techs. Next techs. What do I want? Am I even doing... Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that science, military science. There's some techs. Alright, that means that you could be something else. You could be the catalysts. I'm not carrying around the crystallizer facilities, though. And I think I might actually be able to make another level of those. Where would they be? What tab are those? Uh-oh. Really? What tab are these things under? I have forgotten completely. Oh, here. Down here. Crystallizer 2s. Yeah, I should be able to make Crystallizer 2s if I'm not already. Go. 2 mol. How's your fuel? Fine. Your fuel is fine. Yeah, hopefully I have some of these. If not, it's no big deal. I mean, it's just the difference between 1 or 2 buildings in the end, and I likely don't have the catalyst production anyway to get as much as I really need. Let's see, get out. The answer is no, I don't have Crystallizer 2s being made right now, but I should be able to just set them up immediately. Those were right... Oh. The answer is no, I can't, because titanium. And logic boards, electronic logic boards, and reinforced concrete. Okay, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Give me the level 1s. Give me level 1s. So titanium, for reference, that is going to be after getting the sapphirite, steatite, and rubite crystals done. The rubite crystals need the nitric acid, so we need to do all of this stuff to get the silver, to get the nitric acid, to get the rubite crystals, to get titanium, and gold and cobalt. Yeah, it's much. Did you miss something? A little bit. I am almost halfway through today's stream. We are an hour and 22 minutes in, Moon. So, the things that you have missed thus far, just to review, I have finished the production of hydrochloric acid, as well as the increased production of coke. Or carbon. I increased carbon production and adjusted my trains to actually deliver enough carbon. I did the same thing at coke. I doubled my production of coke. I upgraded to electric refining, or blah 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 blah, refining, no furnaces, in the production of the coke, and improved the train cargo on those, and wrapped up this shenaniganry here with the hydrochloric acid. So now I'm moving on to making the hybrid catalysts, as well as beginning leaching on 3 of the 6, at least, different leaching things that I need to do. Do I have level 2 leaching plant? No, of course I don't. That's likely titanium 2, right? Yep. Yep. So, leaching plants at level 1, I should have plenty of. Give me a few of those to have on hand. In fact, let me get a general idea here of how many I will need. I need 12 each! Really? Or I need 21 bobmonium ones. Wow, wow, and wow. 10, 19, and 21. Really, Jivelite? Ah, that's why. Okay. 10, 19, and 21? Like, seriously? 108 total leaching plants at level 1. Wow. 2950. Pretty sure the answer is 50, and I am already carrying around one, so now I probably have 51 coming. Oh, I don't even have that many in storage. Cool. I'll have to come back at some point. Oopsies. I may have go forward a little bit. Why did you not allow me manual? Because you're set to automatic. That's why. Wrong thing. You. Go. There. Off we go! This is to make the hybrid catalysts, and then we're going to have to set up wonderful rail going out in this direction. What is the proper spacing here? We've got 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. That's where the leaching shall live. Ah! Radar coverage. Oh, hey, we're here. This is gonna be super simple. Crystallizers. You're gonna make those. As I As I said, this is going to look a little dumbish. Um, this is how much hybrid catalysts? 1335. I mean, it's as easy as this, right? Some train stations are pretty easy. Or some factories are pretty simple. You still have to build them out and use these resources the same as any other. So we are supplying hybrid catalysts 1. We are requesting crystal catalysts at hybrid catalysts 1, and we are requesting mineral catalysts at hybrid catalysts 1. Bring me the mineral. Bring me the crystal. Looks like my mineral is lacking, of course. Then down here, depot for hybrid catalysts 1. And what we will do is we will do that. Whoops. And that, and then power. And there we go. Ta-da! Now, as soon as the locomotives arrive, which they're coming, eventually, they'll arrive. That is my alarm saying that we are halfway through the stream and it is time to take a brief break. The final things I will do are set this up, give some fuel, add the things, hybrid, supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, go and do the magic for me, and you will be defined as such. And there's our non-zero hybrid catalysts. Yay! They exist now. Huzzah. With that, it is time to take a brief few-minute break to get up, stretch legs, use the bathroom, etc., etc. And when I get back, it is time for leaching for at least 3 of the things that we can do leaching on. We could do 5 of the 6 at this point, and then get into nitric, but we're going to do the 3 that I need for the nitric and set up the nitric and then finish the other 2. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. Where were we again? As I drink my coffee? My now cold coffee. Ah yes, we have just obtained the hybrid catalysts in some amount. The next thing is to start to set up a bunch of other stuff. I think I'm just gonna abandon my car at this point. Like, I don't think I need it when I have locomotive. Time to head here. Oh, really? Okay, so you can do that. You can do that. You know what? Sure, do that. Wow. Okay. Now, do that. Sure. Why did you do all the way around? I don't... Okay, sure. It's alright. It did the all the way around thing. We are here. I probably don't have enough rail for all of this because I have rail in the vehicle. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Let's place rail. I should have enough for one of these factories at a time. Or at least one of these, or not. You know, just, or not. Sure. Fine. Be that way. You can't do a U-turn. Sadly. So I have to actually pick up the locomotive now. And then place it, I guess, here. Give it fuel. To the mall! What do I not need? A fair bit of stuff. I do not need now. Get rid of those. 20, that. I don't really need to carry around mining drills, but I do want to place some. I guess I should keep them for now. What about... I can get rid of the crystallizers. I can get rid of... Not much else, really. Give me all. 1,000. Full 1,000 units of rail. Go, go, go. Gimme the rail. Robots, gimme all of the rail. So, have we revealed any gas wells yet? No. Of course we haven't. We've got a sapphirite, stereotyte, rubite. No gas wells. It's still revealing. We could barely get a gas well patch. That's so frustrating. Why do I want gas wells? That's actually a pretty good question. Why do I want gas wells? It makes, plastic, I think, easier. I think it's plastic that's easier. All three outputs of gas can end up being used to do the 3 different levels of plastic. That's what makes it useful. Especially when you start needing immense amounts of plastic throughout the place. I could extend this line out and do basically the same thing. I think I will! As long as I have the rail and the electric poles to do so. I'll probably use my train this time, set it to manual. Speaking of which... You. there. Go, go, go. Yeah, it wants to do this thing rather than keep going straight, and I don't know why. Why you want go around versus straight? How is... I guess it doesn't need to slow down at all, but why would it slow down in the first place if going straight? Anyway, hello, you can go back to manual so that we can go straight. Just explore. This is exploring. I am exploring. This is how I explore, okay? Oh, just explorer. I am. I am exploring. Let's see. I need a fluid input station that looks a little bit like that. Yep, it'll go right there. I explore with radars. That's how I explore. That's how we explore around here, is with radars. Let's see. So I actually don't need one of these, I think. Let me see here. It is... yeah, it's just the one solid and fluid input. So really, what I needed to do was something like that. Ooh, and then it's this same exact station 6 times. Isn't that lovely? One for each, so I can kill that stuff, and I can just copy. Hello. I hear kitten. I hear kitten. Yes. Meow. Meow. They're fighting. Where's that dolly? And that ollie? Where are my kittens? They've just had their food, so they're now full of energy. You are going to be what? What do you mean do I have a radar base? I have a mod that improves radars called Big Brother. And it gives tech upgrades to radars, and it replaces radars with better radars as I get tech for said radars. Oh, hello. Nuclear power. Nothing can go wrong with nuclear power. You are going to be supplying... well, what did I do first over here? It's the sapphirite stereotype. That's not gonna happen. Supply... this is crystals, so it's... let's do the Jivelite crystals. 1 here. Request the Jiv chunks at Jiv crystals 1. And request... did I just say supply? No, request, yes. Request the Jivelite is hydrofluoric. Alright, hydrofluoric can come to the party. Wherever it's living, there it is. Hydrofluoric acid along with the Jivelite chunks. Yeah, we'll build on this side. Yeah, it's close to the thing, but I won't need as much on the chunks and the pure crystals either. I will need an area that's doing the pure crystals. It'll probably be the extension out this way as the to do the thermal. Because I don't need to do all 6 of those, I only need to do 3 to get into tungsten ore sorting. It's the only thing that needs tungsten. I only need 10 of these, right? For Givolite? Givolite 10. Currently. It fits! Oh, shoot, that's right. These output... Oh, no. I was thinking of, this. It's like, oh yeah, does something have the crystal? It's the flotation, it's the crystals. This is actually the easy part. It's so easy from here. Why that's the case, I don't know. I mean, I say it's easy, but it's easy because it's the fluids in. It's just a fluid in. The hard part is getting the fluid, right? Not defined. What? I didn't define hydrofluoric. Great. Hey, hydrofluoric. Dihydrofluoric 1. Come here with the stuff. So I need to do leaching of Bob, Jiv, and Crotinium. And then I can do the leaching of Sap, Steer, and Rube. I can do the Sapphirite and Stereotyte first. I only need the nitric for the Rubite, but I just want to get the nitric before I do those other 2. That's personal preference. And, of course, we need to do silver ore once we do this to get into nitric. We've done the hybrid catalysts. Hey. We've done that. You will very shortly have your stuff. Pretty sure this is a 1-to-1 ratio. And you cannot do productivity on these machines. May as well make the power poles consistent. Alright, connect that up. And to repeat that, 6 times. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the copy in my inventory, turn off station names, and rotate, paste, 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 Yep. I will need to scale additional ones at these other locations, but for now, that will be that. That is the Gibbolite done. Limit you to just a few at a time, few stacks. Supply Jiv crystals. Oh right, the name. The depot for Jiv crystals. Full cargo, circuit condition, do your thing. That is not the button, that is the button. And Gibbolite crystals. Cool. Give fuel, and you are going. And doing stuff. Excellent. Let's get our exploration done by just taking our locomotive and going in a straight line. I mean, ideally the locomotive would be faster. It'll be faster on the way back. That's my story. It'll be maybe faster on the way back. Because we're going to do thermal refining anyway, right? Going down. I'm going to need more rail regardless to make these other stations. So I may as well just keep extending, right? As much as I possibly can. When I do run out of rail, I'm going to get out of the locomotive and walk. Which is now. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking my big power poles, just walking straight down this line, and once I run out of power poles, I'm going to place down a radar, and hopefully the radar is going to reveal some gas wells, because not a single patch of gas wells outside of my starting zone exists on this map right now. I'm a little bit worried about how long it's going to take to get into gas wells, and just with them being so far out. Can I let you see that they're not here? The kittens, they're not here. Sadly, they show up when they feel like it. They just ate, so I have no idea where they are and what they're doing. There are 2 kittens. They are 8.5 months old. That is not gas wells. That is not gas wells over here where I've done the same thing. The poor gas wells, where are you? I needs you. I needs the gas wells. I need them. They're so convenient. I need them. Oh well. Back we go. I need to restock with additional doohickeys. Yeah, and I know it's a little weird because usually Ollie is here and he's behind me on the chair. I expect him at least once during a stream and at least once while I'm recording videos to show up behind me. I will have a video going up later today that is my monthly update and thank you video for all the patrons and such. That video will have Ollie in it, because he does show up. It says hello for a bit. Is behind me. So you'll see him there. You'll see him, as well as Dolly, show up on occasion in most every stream. Just not today, sadly. Thus far. I don't know. They aren't as interested in me today, I guess. They were with me earlier. So I guess that's what they decided, is like, oh, they're gonna be with me early on in the day. It's odd. They both sleep in my room as well, so they spend their time with me regardless. When is another stream? Sunday is my next stream. This coming Sunday. I stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. So we have another hour for the kittens to decide to show up in today's stream. We shall see what happens there. I've got some extra space, a few more stacks. Let's request 1,500. Literally fill up the rest of my inventory. What can I get rid of is the question. That. As much as I don't like getting rid of filter frames, I will do so now. I am requesting just 10 of those overflows. Yes, I am. Get rid of those. I don't need those. Small logistic expander thingies. And I can get rid of this now to free up that inventory space. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Head on down to, yeah, there, I guess. Let's get to it. Next up is Crotinium and then Bobonium somewhere. And then over to the Nitric. Nitric, however the heck you want to say it. I don't think it really matters, ultimately. Hello, locomotive. I will need to move you, though, once this has been built. Go there. It's neat because you don't actually have to be in the locomotive to tell it to go somewhere. As long as you can click on it, and it's set to automatic, you can just tell it to go anywhere. You can make a train from anywhere else come to you and pick you up. Locomotive, excuse me. Key difference. Alright, depot, Crotinium crystals, 1. Supply crot crystals, 1. Request crot chunks at crot crystals, 1. R hydrochloric acid at crot crystals, 1. Hey, look who it is. It's Ollie. Hello, Ollie. You're squirmy. He's squirmy, but here's the Ollie. He came to say hello. The Ollie. How's my Ollie? Does he want lap? He wants to explore the plate under my desk. That's clean. Add chaos power, adds wind, and yeah, I know about chaos power. I've chosen not to use it. There he is. Would you not destroy my green screen? That would be appreciated. Here, are you gonna show your face, or just your back? He always shows his back. Get that tail here. There you go. There he is. He's 8.5 months old. And he's big. He's big boy. He's big boy. He's big pretty boy. Yes, big pretty boy. and he's gonna put all of his weight on my shoulders. Could you not destroy the green screen, please? He's got his hooks in. Hey. Unhook thyself. Ta-da. Ba-ba. Unhook. Unhook. He loves hooking. Hooking the green screen. There's Tail. So yeah, obviously he's dark gray. If you haven't seen him before, he's a dark gray, but he does have black tabby stripes that are really hard to see on the dark gray, but they're there, and once you see them, you cannot unsee them. This needs to be Crotinium. And this needs to be this. This needs to request the hydrochloric. This needs to request the chunks. Bring me the chunks. Bring me all of the chunks. And that's basically done. Place the locomotive with wagons. Forming a train. Limit the thingies. Fuel the train. Slash locomotive. Cropped crystal. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. I felt that leg hit my shoulder. I felt that leg hit my shoulder. Hello. You're looking around. Pretty boy. That's a pretty boy. Here's a foot. You're hooked. He's hooked. I hear Dolly. Dolly. Where are you? Where's my Dolly? I heard you. Dolly? He's probably gonna get up to chase her now. Yeah, my green screen's already damaged. It's already damaged. I have a hole over here. There's a hole here from claws ripping a hole, small hole. Fortunately, the green screen is really long, and I have it like folded over itself, so there's a couple of layers. So even if it has holes on the frontmost layer, it's still green screening. It's still alpha'd out. You're going. Yes, you're going. I've like changed my position. I need to move this slightly. Get that squeal. Alright, I've got some of this. I need how many again? That was 10. I ultimately will need 19. Sure. We'll just double. We'll just nearly double it. That is precisely 19. Excellent. That locomotive bringing the chunks does not provide enough at a time. Bring me more. A couple more stacks at a time, please. That would be great. It's your only job? Quite literally, with Crotinium, it is the only job. Next one is up, but we're just gonna go park here for the moment. Let's not forget to define our source priority. Crotinium crystals. There you go. And that just leaves Bobmonium, which is a little sad. Saddest of the sad. It's 3 things use sulfuric acid here, and this is one of the 3. Sulfuric acid being the absolute easiest thing to obtain and it's used for the sapphirite, the steatite, and the bombonium. Like, what? Really? Oh, and it's used in the slurries. Wonderful. Alright, you go that way. Excellent. Gas well? You think you saw gas well? You think you saw gas well? I don't see gas well. Gas wells. Gas wells. No gas wells. Gas wells? Nah. Nah. No gas wells. Nothing. Up above. Above. Nothing up here is being revealed actively. If you mean this is a swamp garden. Up above here. This is not gas wells. The only gas wells I have are in my starting area. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are green. Natural gas. They're like this light green. At Leaching, no. There's no gas wells here. And above it, there's no gas wells. They are a lighter shade of green. This is a swamp garden. And as is this, they are gardens. They are not gas wells, sadly. Hopefully somewhere out here we'll get an actual gas well patch, or maybe, just maybe, this will somehow on the outer edges reveal a gas well patch. Hopefully. This is getting to be the limit of how much this one reveals. We've still got some time before this ends up getting fully saturated. Alright. Requesting sulfuric acid at Bob Crystal's one. How the what? The what? Huh? How that went away, I've got no idea. How that wasn't placed. Like, Interesting. Bob 21. Gosh, more than Crotinium. Sure, that's 21. Check the number of plants. Huh? At high pressure tanks is something that looks like I don't know where you're referring to that. At high pressure tanks is something that looks like the gas. That there's a tree. Yeah, I need 21 here. I need 19 here, and I need 10 here. So there's not gas wells. I mean, I'd be able to see gas wells pretty easily because they're in clumps. They don't just, it's not just one gas well, it's several at a time. Okay, goodbye. It was dark grass. Oh. Grass. Right. Okay. Supply Bob crystals 1. Depot Bob crystals 1. Paste that down. Bring me the chunks. Bring me the acid. This is going to be the point, like, if I need more sulfuric acid, this process is going to be the process that will make that very apparent that I will need more sulfuric. In fact, I'll likely need more sulfuric trains from this point because, well, I mean, clearly, there's going to be more factories requiring sulfuric acid. There's already a bunch of factories requiring sulfuric, and, yeah. Having just one is one locomotive going from here to here, from here all the way over to this area for 3 things doing leaching. Yeah, that's not going to be viable in the long term. Anyway, Locoist of Locomotive, go with your thingies, 3 stacks each. Give fuel, Bob crystal, supply depot, full cargo circuit condition. Oh yeah, you need to do a big loop-de-loop. For some weird reason. I'll never understand. Never will I ever understand why the game wants to do that. Let's see. Define the source priority. Ammonium crystals. There we go. I suppose, since I keep naming things with the name of the thing first, like Bob Chunks, Bob Crystals, Bob Pure Crystals, I should have probably named the crushed versions of things as Bob Crushed, Sap Crushed, but no, I named them Crushed Sap, Crushed Bob, etc., because it was crushed came first in the name. I hear there is a kitten somewhere in here. Which kitten is it making noises? Which kitten is making noises in here? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe there's a kitten. Tree. Swamp garden. Thing is, the resources I'll immediately know because if I hover over the gas wells, it'll tell me it's a gas well when I hover over it. It'll be like natural gas combined yield, etc., just like any other resource, and oil and all that. So I will immediately know when I eventually do find gas wells. I can only imagine that there will be some somewhere on an infinite scaled map. Effectively infinitely scaled map. So just gonna take a bit of time. Maybe. You still are going? It's still going. Place more radars. Yes, that's the idea. I am placing radars. If I place more, it'll scan faster, I understand. but my concern isn't as much the speed at which they are scanning, it is the radius in which they are scanning, and where they are scanning. Like, I want to get the rail line brought down here, or the power poles down there. I'll do that now, actually. Let's get our locomotive brought down over here. We have about 45 minutes left in the day today, by the way, and now that we've done that fully, the next thing is the silver ore sorting, which is pretty easy, and then I can get into the nitric build, but I'm thinking that I may do that nitric build next time. This doesn't need to exist anymore, I think. Yeah, I guess it should. We'll keep it there. Pipe problem? No? Ah, yes, here. That's fine. I have to, flip which rail the locomotive is on anyway. I'll take care of it after doing this. Place down that ghost pipe. Let's see, how far down can I go with the amount of stuff I have in my inventory? I really just want to know where the gas bills are. Now, it's not been extremely high on the priority list to find the gas wells quite yet, because I don't necessarily need them right now, like immediately. When I need them immediately, then of course I'm going to go out and take my car, go as fast as I can, drive around, drive in straight lines, etc. until I find it. But I don't necessarily need it now. That is the extent of my power poles. Just to make people happy, I'll put 2 down. Alright, what did you find immediately? Nothing! You found a bobonium patch. Great job. You found a bobonium patch. Where's my gas wells? Wow, this thing is doing another line? Jeez, how far do these go? Like, seriously. Okay, this goes that far. One goes that far out. Oh, you've got a ways to go. Oh, we're gonna go, like, all the way out to here. On the scanning on this guy. It's still got a few more. Alright. That's good to know. We're looking for light green, by the way. Sure. Go faster. You wanted a few more? I can place a few more. Like, you like radars? I like radars. Oh, I shouldn't. Nanobots suck at placing buildings with attached scripts, including this one. So I actually have to place these manually. The on-build event is not accurate. So that uses a whole bunch of power, by the way, to do that, to try to speed up the process of revealing the everything. That's better. Right? That's better. reveal the everything. Please, gas wells. Somewhere in this. In the meanwhile, let's head up, place the locomotive down. Maybe we'll find gas wells. Maybe I'll just have to increase the resource spawn rate in RSO if all else fails. If everything else fails, that will be a thing. Alright, get in the vehicle. Fuel it. Send it off into Bob. How do I get all that power? That? I mean, that, and that. So, 80 plus 160 Mark II stuffs. Fed by all the coal ever. That's how we get the stuffs. The power. Glorious power. 461. It's 240 steam engines. You know, just 240 steam engines. It's fine. If that was a problem here, it might be a problem here too. It is not. Well, alright then. Everything is green. Okay, we're good. Next, silver ore sorting. Now, I have like all of my ore sorting and plates and stuff done in this setup in here. So that is what I will do next. Oh hey, it's a bobmodium sapphirite. Woohoo. Wooest of whoest. Wait, are they finished? They're finished. Oh no. There's no gas wells here. There's no gas wells here. None. Zilch. Just right. You can't do that either. Yeah, that's another slightest of slightest issues. Let's go back down. Over there. And delete all those. Because I don't need them. I don't need them, I already explored. Don't need them down there anymore. See, that intersection had 3 locomotives in it at the same time. That's the beauty of the high capacity doohickey. Do I have coffee left? I do! It's cold, but I have it. And now it's gone. Okay, let's take care of this, and then silver, and then plan out and work on the nitric acid. Sounds like a plan to me. Yep. Delete. Come back to me, thanks. You know what? Pick up these two. There's no point to having this line go all the way out here right now when there's nothing of value out here. Nothing of value at all was had on this day. Oh wait, there's a great big sapphirite up there. Why do I not do the nuclear yet? Because, well, hey, I'm just researching it, but importantly, I would much prefer having access to Covarex before doing nuclear. Before attempting to do nuclear, that's just personal preference. I just would like to have this. And it's always a bit of a pain to set up. And I have to actually get the uranium, which you may have been noticing, but I'm doing individual ore sorting, and uranium ore is ore sorted with crystals. With crystals! Now, I can get the sapphirite crystals, and then I can have uranium, so I can't even do it until now anyway. Until this point in the game anyway. This is why we haven't done nuclear. Because we haven't been able to do it thus far. We have to get to a certain level of progression before we can do stuff. Back to the mall for a restock, and then we can move on. I have intentions of doing nuclear. How does the refueling or the processing change by comparison? That gives a U-234 at an extremely rare chance. Okay, what does one do with 35 and 34 now? Oh, joy. So in nuclear power, we have the advanced fuel cell, which uses the 234, making 100 fuel cells per U-234. Cool. As well as a bunch of the 238. This makes 15 per 235 of a U-235 fuel cell. These are going to return standard used up uranium fuel cells. Okay, that is fine. The fuel cell reprocessing is going to give back U-238 and slag to deal with. That is all well and good. I'm satisfied with that. And Covarex enrichment doesn't actually do anything? What? So there's supposed to be a recipe. There's supposed to be a recipe. I'm blaming King Arthur. Uranium. Uranium processing. That. So, what it appears, what appears to be the case is that they have made, this is Bob, in reality, I'm pretty sure, made uranium less of a perpetual thing that you want to do. It, like, nerfed it to push you into doing thorium stuff later. I get it, but why did you have to kill the processing Covarex? Why did you kill Covarex? Covarex does not exist as a thing anymore. Great. Fantastic. So you're making... So that makes it even worse. It makes me not want to do nuclear, period. If I don't have Covarex, there's no point in doing nuclear at all. Just flat out, there's no point. Not with uranium. Not without Covarex. There needs to be a way of improving the output of 235 and I guess 234 in this case. But it's gone. It's deleted. Recipe does not exist. So I'm not going to rely on nuclear with a 0.7% chance and a less than that chance of getting 234 and 235. So there's the reasoning. Why no nuclear? Because it's dead. Because Covarex does not exist even if you get up to the purple science. I can make purple science at any point, by the way. I can just do that thing and have stuff. Let's just not request any more leaching plants, because we're sort of done with that for now. I have my ore sorting facilities. I think I can just go, now that I've been restocked. I can just go and do stuff. Go this way. Here. Go here. At least that's what it seems like right now. It seems like those things do not exist. There's no good, consistent way of getting U-235/234. And I would have to go into thorium processing and other forms of nuclear to actually get a consistent experience with nuclear. Which, that's going to take a little while. Just gonna throw that concept out there that it'll take a bit of time. No path to destination. Great. I parked it in a spot that, yeah. Manual. Back up. There you go. I mean, yes, everything is just a matter of scale. The problem is that getting uranium ore, it takes power, right? It takes power to get the ore in Angels. A pretty significant amount of power, because you have to go all the way up to leaching and get the leaching acids to get into uranium. Or if you're not doing that, you're still having to mine and process something to get into uranium, and then you're saying that you can't do Covarex anymore to get additional U-235 or 34 for this? Like, no, not going to be, it's not going to give you enough power in the end to justify doing it. Doing all that, and at the scale it would need to be done to maintain a level of power. I will need 2 more. Because this is 4 inputs. I might regret doing this way, but oh well. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Okay. Supply silver ore. Depot silver ore. 1. The first of one ever, most likely. Request Bob crystals 1 or at silver or 1. Request cropped crystals at silver or 1. Request Jiv crystals at silver or 1. And lastly, request hybrid catalysts at silver or 1. Let's start bringing these things in one at a time. Hybrid catalysts, Jivolite crystals, Protinium crystals, and Bobmonium crystals. Okay, everything should be on its way, and it is. Now, let's get the ore sorting facilities. I should need 3. Yes, 3 to get 15. Get 2 input belts. For now, 2 input belts, that is. L, L, L. This is going to make silver. And it's not actually all that bad on the throughput required on each of these. Yeah, that should be okay. We'll find out if it really is. Doinky, doinky, and doinky. There, there, and there. Provide the power. And silver is flowing. Yay. Non-zero amounts of silver in our life. There's the silver. Pretty simple overall. Once you get all the things for the leaching. Yeah, you know, that if you consider all the time it took to get all of the acids for this, and yeah, it's and when you think about it in terms of we're doing this to get an additional acid for rubite, yeah, just sigh. But hey, at least it's not pie sweet levels of shenanigans. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, and you can do your thing. And now I can just go down and be like, oh hey, silver is a thing that exists now. Good luck telling the difference between silver ore, silicon ore, and protinium ore. I have played Pyblock. I have, and you know what happened? People didn't watch it. So I stopped playing Pyblock. Ultimately, I mean, that was a big part of the reason to stop playing Pyblock. No one watched it! Oh hey, there's coal. No gas wells. Still none. I found oil. I found oil. I have all of the videos for my Pyblock series on my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Pyblock, I have all of the VODs from when I streamed it available on the channel. There's a playlist. Yep. Oh, so you've watched it. Yes. Thank you for watching it. Not enough watched it. I didn't finish it because, well, like, I got tired of it. People weren't watching the live streams, and it was one of the reasons for me to switch over to YouTube, inherently. Because it just wasn't getting watched. It wasn't getting watched. The irony that I found more oil rather than gas wells. Jeez. Like, seriously? Like, what can I do? I can go up. I can try going up. I can try keep going out. I guess this is the most relevant. I can just keep going left at this point. You know what? Let's spend the rest of the day trying to get into the, trying to find gas wells, shall we say. Now that I have the silver, I have to get into the nitric. That's going to be a pretty big build to get into nitric / nitric, however you want to say it. It's going to be this shenaniganry right here. We're going to need chemical plants, metal carriers. This train station is going to need to bring in 4 ore types. And that's not even considering nitric wastewater conversion either. Because we've totally got nitric wastewater to use to help to make the stuff, too. If I even can. Because the main method of getting the nitrogen dioxide, or the nitrogen monoxide that is going to be converted into nitrogen dioxide and then nitric acid ultimately is going to be from ammonia processing with oxygen. We also have to get the oxygen. We also have to get the nitrogen and the hydrogen to make the ammonia through the red catalysts and the stuff. Yeah, this is a big build. This is a big, complex build that will take some amounts of time to complete, and I'm thinking of completing that in our next episode. Now, I think I put down today that the title of today's stream was to get into the acids and get into the leaching. I have done so, and I've gotten silver. So we have met the things that I wanted to do today. And I can just wrap up nitric next time, get that sorted, if I manage to find freaking gas wells. Like, please, gas wells. Now, why do I want to get into all this? Why do I even want to get into the other things? Well, it's because we have a need. We need cobalt steel. We need it. Well, I can get Invar now, but I need cobalt steel. I need titanium. I need gold. I need these things. Like, I need gold to get into modules. Like, that's a biggie. I can't do modules without gold. You want me to do pie block again? But why? Excuse me. There you go. I am hesitant to go back into the Pi Suite in general until, well, I'm hesitant to start any new series of Factorio right now with mods because I am waiting on Train Supply Manager, so nothing's going to happen with 1.1 until Train Supply Manager is updated. That's step 1. The next thing is Pi Suite's getting updated. A lot has changed even since I ended my Pi Block series. Like, there was a big overhaul in how oil is handled, and I don't think I particularly like how it was changed, but we shall see in practice what it ends up being like eventually. But there's also going to be complete rewrites of the caravan system for example, in Pyalien Life. So it's like, do I really keep doing this? Do I really go back now while they're still working on stuff? I'm more inclined with once everything settles a little bit more. Okay, let's get that. Right, I can't eyedropper. So, you know, just a few radars to explore the place. While they are exploring, I'm going to go back to my mall to pick up additional big electric poles. In fact, what I'll probably do is request an additional stack of big electric poles to make this process go by a little bit easier. But yeah, there's been lots of changes to the Pi suite that I need to review first, and I don't think it's stabilized quite yet. So we shall see. We shall see. And I would ideally want 1.1 for anything. Did I pick up the train? No, I did not pick it up. Let's go for the locomotive. It is a locomotive, not a train. Pick it up, put it on the other rail, go back to the mall, come back, see what has been revealed, keep going in the direction. Keep exploring to try to find stupid gas wells. Let's go. Mall. Gas wells? Have you been found yet? No, there's a puffer nest. I think I just have to increase the resource spawn chance. Oh hey, more coal. Plenty of coal out here. All around the place. I'm going to fully anticipate that by the time I get back... Oh hey, more stereotype. That by the time I get back, this thing will be finished and I can just pick these up, keep walking down. Gas wells. Natural gas. About time. Oh, yeah, more oil. We did it. We got the gas. Finally. It's finally natural gas. That should be enough. You see where this is, right? This is so far away. It's so freaking far away. Alright, so now I'm restocking so that I can place the rail lines to get out to here. Because, yeah, we need rail now out here. We'll go ahead and put that there. Little bit difficult to see the purple. But yeah, we're gonna go down and we're gonna place a station down, and that's gonna be gas wells. Gas wells. Okay, restock first. Then we can celebrate. This just uses normal pump jacks. Yes, yes. So give pump jacks. In fact, there are different levels of pump jacks. What can I make? Do I have the level 3? Probably not. I have the level 2, apparently. So let's make the level 3 pump jack, because I'm going to imagine that this is going to have an internal fluid box that is bigger and better. I can absolutely make this stuff. And I have everything that I need for it. Oh boy, Invar is going to be fun. Cobalt Steel is going to be fun. Big quotes around fun. Then all of the titanium. All of the titanium. Wow. Wow, tungsten? Sure thing. That's going to be great. Ceramics. Ceramics also going to be great to do. Just fantastic stuff. Let's see, you are titanium and the electronic logic boards. Right, we have to think about logic boards at this point as well. That's also going to be gold. And the fiberglass boards, which, yeah, that's going to be fun too. That's going to be liquid resin. Going to need liquid resin for that, and integrated electronics is something I can just make. I can simply just make that right now, so everything but gold. That's the only thing limiting me on the next level of circuit, which... Interesting. Yeah, everything is independent. See, I have to get used to that now because I played so much Factorio, which is very, very similar to vanilla, and the circuits are upgraded. You're upgrading circuits, each one leads to the next. That's not the case here. Each set of these is independent of the other. Get beekeeping mod. Why? Why would I want to do beekeeping? Unless it gives me resin. Can I beekeep for resin? Beehives into resin? Or, that's basically Archods in PieSuite too. PieSuite has bees. Technically, they're Archods. Yeah, I need to get into these things soonish. The thing is the fiberglass. I've got glass fiber, but to do fiberglass, the boards, it's glass fiber plus liquid resin. And liquid resin, that's going to be fun. That's going to be great. Formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is these green catalysts, which we can now do, as well as methanol. Methanol can be obtained out of cellulose, as well as more green catalysts out of CO2, which is really easy. Or methane steam, methanol residual. Okay, methane. Hey, guess what? We just got gas! We just got a source of gas, so we can do this now! For resin! Must have been resin I was thinking about. There's like uses of all three of these things when doing the natural gas stuff. Methane, ethane, butane. Oh, add residual gas to get toluene. Toluene. Sounds explosive. Sounds explosive to me. So this is fantastic to finally have this. Makes a ore, honey ore. Well, what is it used for? That's what I really need to know. What do these things get used for? Ultimately. Alright, I think I have what I need now. Ish. Besides the stuff to do the gas processing. I'm not going to do that. We have like 5 minutes today. I just want to get down there. Like, get over and building the rail line towards the gas wells. Praise the gas gods for the gas wells. They must be praised. Oh, and the honey makes ore. Well, that sounds like a, if I tried using it in this scenario, it sort of defeats the purpose of angels, unless it's giving, the mined resources, like the Crotidium and Gibolite. Like, I can see beekeeping, if it's properly integrated with angels, that would be something that would be interesting for just in general, is if it were giving Steratite or Gibolite or Protinium or Baumbonium or Rubite, any of the above. And the reason why that would be interesting is because then you're actually able to get these things from nothing, right? I would imagine beekeeping is just a, like, from water situation where you don't require inputs. Oh, it gives copper, iron, coal. I would rather it give the Gibolite and such if I was going to add it to an Angels playthrough, because if they're giving the just ores, regular ores, even if Angels is installed, then why have Angels? Right? It defeats the purpose of having Angels. I would much prefer it giving Sapphirite, Steratite, etc. The coal is fine, because coal is mined out of here, but not like direct iron, copper, nickel, zinc, aluminium, silver, tungsten, titanium, cobalt, thorium. Not all the regular stuff. Okay, this needs to get demolished. Off we go. Go nanobots. Nanobots. Now, I think Resin 2 is a direct upgrade of Resin 1. Liquid resin. So, we've got urea and we've got melamine. The urea, ammonia and CO2. Okay. Melamine is urea. So yeah, it's liquid resin liquid resin 2 is just an extra step processing urea into melamine. So it's more of an upgrade over the previous resin, and I think that resin 3 is an upgrade on formaldehyde, or it adds in this epichlorohydrin and then the bisphenol A. Oh, that's completely separate. Okay. That is using the other products of gas refining, and you have to throw hydrochloric at it. Yeah, so this is using the other inputs. So ideally, when you set up liquid resin, in order to use your outputs from the gas refining, all of your outputs, or at least an extra output, you can do resin 2 and resin 3. Resin 2 and resin 3. And all of your blah. Yes, your blah. The blah, the blah, the blah, the blah. The gas and the oil processing products. You've got oil and gas products. That is not the correct direction. I'm pretty sure I was holding the left key to stick left. There you go. I have to be in manual for this in order to be slow enough to place down these things. Am I out of rail? I am out of rail. No modded ores, but still. No modded ores with the beekeeping. Still really overpowered in an Angels game. Anyway, folks, I do need to restock and go back to my mall, and then we can go and do that again. But we have reached the end of the scheduled stream for the day, so as I am making my way back to the mall, let's review what has happened over the course of the stream today, these 3 hours. Started off, first thing, with upgrading the carbon output by upgrading to liquefier 3s here, basically doubling the output, and getting the cargo wagons able to hold more stuff, setting them to hold more, adding an entire train to deliver the things everywhere, fixing that issue. Then went over to the production of coke and upgraded to electric metal mixing furnaces, as well as doubled the setup to make a lot more coke, and did the same thing with the trains, made them hold more per train, and added a train here. Then went over to hydrochloric acid and finished the hydrochloric acid build, which is giving hydrochloric, it's giving hydrogen chloride, and it's giving chlorine. And then began setting up production of the hybrid catalysts into the crystals, leaching of givelite and bobmonium and crotinium, so that we could start ore sorting for silver, which I am now doing. And of course, during all of this time, trying to explore to find natural gas wells somewhere on this map. And after doing a whole bunch of the exploration stuff and placing down radars to explore the map, reveal the map, we finally found gas wells all the way out here. And now we're just trying to build rail out to those gas wells. And I'll probably need like a fueling station, etc. as we go along. But yeah, just we're finally at that point where we can get that. However, despite this, the next things on the agenda, once I do get that station out here, just so that I know that I have to build and process the gas out there, the next step is to get into nitric acid now that I have silver ore, and then finish the remaining leaching products. Then we can focus on some other things, like getting cobalt, like getting titanium, gold, getting purple science, getting the green circuits, and getting into the pink science, getting into all of the later game things to eventually be able to launch rockets and get space science and keep doing that sort of stuff and getting into the actual space extension part of the game. And then getting into the scaling of the production of science, which is going to be just explosive expansion at that point. With that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. You can, of course, hit that great big blue join button to become a member, an erudite otaku, and turn that blue button gray, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you're so inclined and able. And I will, of course, be back on Sunday to work on that nitric acid, I will, of course, see you all then.